I wouldn't take a tank. I actually didn't have a prom, so I didn't take anything.
That's okay. Well, let's take a live look outside. We're looking in Toppenish right now. I'll have a look of what to expect for the rest of your day that is coming up.
Plus, an hours-long standoff with an armed man in the Legends Casino parking lot shuts down the entire casino. And a body discovered in Mabton has authorities searching for clues on who the person is. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
From Camp KVUE.
I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Riley, it feels like summer has arrived.
Oh, beautiful. And as we were talking about prom season,
yeah, that's
very
right.
exciting for everybody. The weather is going to be getting a little cooler into the end of our week, but today we have the hottest day of the week, mid to upper 80s. Let's take a look once again outside live in Toppenish. Beautiful day out. The sun is on its way. Nice cloudless day right now in Toppenish. It's going to be the hottest day of the week today. Happy Wednesday, everyone. We're cooling down into our weekend with some light overnight showers that are on the way. If we take a look at our sky, at our satellite and radar, we're seeing the clouds that are making their way out of the area and have been for the last little bit now. Clouds are going away. The sun is coming out for a beautiful day today. We're seeing the lower 50s across our regions and the upper 40s in the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, and Pendleton. So far, the sun is coming out, it's still making its way out. For Yakima, sunny, 84 degrees. In the Tri-Cities, we're seeing 88 degrees, also sunny. And in Walla Walla, we're seeing 85 degrees. A beautiful sunny day today, as I keep saying. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Legends Casino went into lockdown for several hours yesterday morning while authorities were in a standoff with an armed man nearby. Deputies responded to a call about a man sleeping in a vehicle near the casino with a visible firearm. He reportedly refused to get out and held the gun in his hand. They tried negotiating, having family members talk to him, a YPD K-9, and less than lethal munitions before they were able to arrest him. He's now potentially facing firearms and resisting arrest charges and was also wanted for robbery and assault in a carjacking case earlier this week. The Yakima County Sheriff's Office is investigating a body found in rural Mabton over the weekend as a homicide, bringing the county's homicide count for 2023 to 16. Cap KVUE's Emily Goodell spoke to authorities who say they're facing a big roadblock in that case. They don't know who she is.
Property owner called our office indicating that he had smelled something that was kind of not right.
Searching around his property on Farm Lane near the outskirts of Mabton Sunday afternoon looking for the source.
I'm trying to figure out, he has several animals, maybe one of them died or whatever. And while he was doing that, he located a deceased body. And so then he immediately called the sheriff's office.
A young woman dead of a gunshot wound.
From the autopsy and everything, we figured probably a couple of days, like 2 to 3 days. We believe she was dumped there.
In a rural location, challenging for investigators.
There's not a lot of residents and there's not a lot of cameras, so that makes it a little bit difficult.
It's even harder because they don't know who she is.
Probably late teens to early 20s. We're believing she's white. So she's pretty young.
They're trying to find a match using fingerprints and dental records, but if that doesn't work...
We can do DNA, but you gotta put that in the whole system, but that takes a while.
And every day without an ID makes detectives' jobs a little harder.
Until you figure out who it is, then yes, it's kind of difficult to really go much further because we don't know what we're dealing with, right? You just gotta work with what you got and do the best you can. But, right now the focus is really to get the identification. And then, once we have that, then we can start.
In Mabton, Emily Goodell, Cap KVUE, Local News.
If you do know anything, you can make an anonymous tip to Yakima County Crime Stoppers on their website through the P3 Tips app or by calling 1-800-222-8477. 23 women rescued from sex trafficking across Washington thanks to a local investigation. Yesterday, Richland police served a search warrant at the Eastern Silk Spa Massage Parlor on G-Way. Detectives had been investigating reports of possible prostitution at the location, and recently they linked it to a large-scale investigation out of King County involving sex trafficking and money laundering. 2 main suspects were arrested in Bellevue and Burien, Washington. RPD says out of those 23 victims, 3 were located at the Richland business. King County will be coordinating the ongoing investigation. Recovering money in Franklin County, a recent audit found 2 former and 1 current county commissioner received unconstitutional payments. It stems from a resolution that was actually passed just after the November 2016 election. KapKV's Madeline Hagan sat down with County Auditor Matt Beaton, who explains why $88,000 is owed by these commissioners.
An audit's findings now in the hands of the Franklin County prosecutor. Auditor Matt Beaton says former commissioners Rick Miller and Bob Koch and current commissioner Brad Peck owe the county thousands of dollars.
And it's pretty straightforward. These are the big, bright lines that govern what we do.
The issue stems from a resolution passed in late 2016, after these commissioners were elected.
In this case, if you don't take the health care at Franklin County, this resolution that was passed after the election in 2016 allowed them to convert that directly into their payroll.
Beaton says he started looking into the matter when he received an article this year from a policy guidance nonprofit in Washington state.
They just sent out this insights, a bulletin, and it says, if you're doing this, be aware of these things. That's how it works. They're not a political organization.
Beaton says it's technically legal to do, but in this case, the move went against the Washington state constitution because the salary increase happened after these members were elected. The raises weren't legally reviewed.
The legislative body has got to be careful of that because per our constitution, those that are in charge of the public treasury cannot, while in office, increase, because they're given the fiduciary responsibility of dispersing public money. And when the legislative body has that ability to spend the public's money, the responsibility is a higher bar.
Beaton's audit found Commissioner Brad Peck received $40,000, Koch $20,000, and Miller just over $21,000. Current commissioners Rocky Mullen and Clint Didier weren't in office in 2016. Beaton says they've always elected to take full benefits, but they'll owe around $334 from a partial distribution.
Looking at it in the rearview mirror, we have a responsibility to recover any unconstitutional money. And
Beaton says this matter is being treated as a loss, not fraud. He's made these recommendations moving forward.
Right now it's with the prosecuting attorney, and they're reviewing all aspects of it, and they're going to bring that back to the board to let them know.
We've reached out to Mr. Peck and Miller. They have not yet responded. Contact information for Mr. Koch could not be found. As far as how the county will get that money back, Beaton says that has yet to be determined. Today, Governor Inslee will be visiting the Tri-Cities, signing a series of new state laws. The governor is scheduled to start his visit talking about clean energy and signing more than a half dozen new laws that will impact the industry. This afternoon, he'll be at the new Criminal Justice Training Center that's opening up in Pasco. And there, Governor Inslee is expected to sign a new law loosening the restrictions on when police officers can begin a car chase. We'll have complete coverage for you tonight on KapKV Local News at 5 and 6. A crackdown on speeders near a popular hiking trail in Tri-Cities. Richland Police says over the weekend, officers performed a speed patrol near the Badger Mountain Trailhead on the 1200 block of White Bluffs Street in Richland. Those patrols will continue in an effort to get drivers to keep to the speed limit and to be aware of pedestrians. A candlelight vigil held Monday night in honor of an Eastern Washington high school student killed in a tragic accident. Those attending the vigil were asked to bring fishing gear to place on Braden Bames Memorial. It will be later donated to a youth fishing organization. The teen died after an accident during PE class at Cheney High School in Cheney. Cheney Public Schools has offered counselors to students and staff to help them grieve. New information regarding the 4 University of Idaho student murder case. A new court date set this month, which involves the gag order. The family of one of the murder victims, Kaylee Gonsalves, filed a motion to address the gag order, which prevents them from talking to the media about the case. The district judge will weigh in on the Gonsalves motion on May 25th. Brian Koberger has been charged in the murders. He faces a preliminary hearing in late June in Latah County, Idaho. He is suspected of killing Gonsalves, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin last November. Riley Fitzgerald is back with us now to take another look at your morning weather forecast.
It's a beautiful day today, Jill.
Yes.
Beautiful day today. We're getting a little cooler into the next couple days. We're taking a live look outside in Toppenish right now. We'll have your full forecast coming up in just a couple minutes.
Plus, this month's Volunteers Count winner has been selected. We'll tell you about the volunteer being honored by Cap KVUE and STCU.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
It's time to get the tax break you deserve this week at Walker's Furniture, as they offer a double discount with 18% off or no minimum purchase, no money down, 5 years financing with 60 equal payments.
There's no better time to freshen up your living room, dine in style, or get that bedroom set you've always wanted. Plus, get a double discount or 5 years financing with 60 equal payments.
Making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less at Walker's.
It's the Great Northwest RV Show, this Wednesday through Sunday only at the Hapo Center. Save big with special show pricing on motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and more. All of your favorite brands under one roof. Tiffin, Newmar, Rockwood, Grand Design, and more. Hundreds of new and used RVs to choose from. Get ready for spring adventures now. Don't miss the Great Northwest RV Show, Wednesday through Sunday at the Hapo Center on Burton Boulevard.
Great to see ya. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away, Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Cap KVUE.
Cap KVUE and STCU have teamed up to celebrate volunteers who are going above and beyond for their communities. This month's Volunteers Count winner is not one volunteer, but 5. The entire board for the Shining Star Pageant in Prosser. The Shining Star Pageant board is being honored with a $1,000 donation from STCU. So congratulations. There are many hearts invested in the Shining Star Pageant, an event that gives differently abled girls an opportunity to shine in a pageant just for them.
I think it shows the importance of the event and the meaning of the event when we started with 14 or 16 girls, and now we have 2 shows and we have 50 girls from all over the state and Oregon. And
with more than 100 volunteers involved in the event, founder Renee Martinez couldn't pick just one and nominated the entire pageant board of directors. The board plans the event, screens other volunteers to serve as backstage buddies, and makes sure the event runs smoothly. Kip Campbell is one of those board members, involved since the pageant's creation in 2015. What keeps you motivated to keep doing it year after year?
Girls, the girls involved. My heart is just with girls and Sophia.
Sophia is Renee's daughter. the one who started it all.
Sophia loves sparkly dresses and microphones, and she wanted a pageant that she could participate in. And so I talked to a few friends, and I think we all thought it was kind of a crazy idea.
But that crazy idea is now the largest pageant of its kind for participants in Washington and Oregon, one that wouldn't be possible without those volunteers.
It's a really good opportunity to make new connections, and the girls are really thankful that we're there.
Just the joy that the girls show when they're there and the confidence that it gives them. They just sparkle and shine.
The Shining Star pageant just returned in March for the first time since it had to be put on pause during the pandemic. The volunteers were excited to see the girls again and some new faces. And if you know a group or person in Benton and Franklin counties who go that extra step helping our communities, please nominate them for a Volunteers Count Award by clicking on contests at yaktrynews.com. And thank you to STCU for making this all possible. Coming up, the Seattle Kraken kicked off the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs last night. We'll have all the details from Dallas next. And Riley Fitzgerald will return with a look at your First Alert forecast.
Steps to a brighter future with Merit Resource Services.
When you are in need of substance abuse disorder treatment and your burdens are too much to bear alone, Merit will help. Our experienced and certified staff offers support recovery for all in need by providing access to quality assessment, education, integrated treatment services, and co-occurring services for substance abuse and behavioral health needs. Merit Resource Services, where we believe in recovery for all.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
An accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
Clients come to us injured, burdened with medical bills, lost wages, insurance hassles. The list goes on. They're overwhelmed, so they put their lives in our hands. That's why we work hard and fight for the justice they deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
We begin with breaking news tonight.
Now, getting the Yak Tri News app is easier than ever. Use your phone to scan the QR code on screen right now and follow the directions, and you'll have Cap KVUE Local News 24/7. The Yak Tri News mobile app from Cap KVUE Local News.
Next extra, Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story. Mastermind Shonda Rhimes talks royal romance in the spinoff.
I loved that I was getting to tell a story about complicated love.
Next extra.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KVUE. This newscast sponsored by wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org. Now, Cap KVUE First Alert weather.
Welcome back, everyone, and thanks for joining us. A beautiful and clear day is on the way. We're taking a live look outside in Toppenish. Let's get into our full forecast. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day. It's definitely the hottest day of the week. We're cooling down into our weekend, and we've got some light overnight showers that are ahead of us for the next couple of days. If we take a look at our futurecast, we'll be able to take a look. It's a very clear day this morning and into our afternoon. Not a whole lot of cloud coverage for today. Into our evening, we start to see that cloud coverage and a little bit of showers that come up in our overnight hours, making their way northwest across our region. Into Thursday morning, we see some more cloud coverage and rain as we get across our day. And into Thursday evening is when we see some more showers that are going to be coming up across our region once again into Friday morning. More cloud coverage, more shower coverage, some just stray showers here and there, possibly even some thunderstorms that are on the way. If we take a look at our temps for today, 84 for Yakima, 81 for Ellensburg, in the Mid-Columbia, upper 80s, and in the Blues, we are seeing mid to lower 80-degree temperatures. If we take a look at our temps for tonight, we are seeing the lower 50s in the Blues, mid 50s in the Mid-Columbia, and the upper 50s in the Yakima Valley. There's a chance of light showers tonight and some thunderstorms possibly on the way. If we take a look at our wind outlook, we're seeing low temps for today and tomorrow. Or for our wind outlook, we're seeing a big jump in our wind for Friday, settling down a little bit, but they're going to stay pretty high for the rest of the work week. If we take a look at our temperature trend, as those winds raise over our Friday, our temps are going to be dropping quite significantly into the end of our work week, staying below average for the next couple of days. Definitely the highest temperatures that we're seeing are happening today. It's a very hot day today. If we take a look at our 7-day forecast, 84 for today, 81 for tomorrow, dropping significantly into Friday. Cool mid 60s for the rest of our week in Yakima. In the Tri-Cities, we are starting up there in the 80s and dropping until we get into a showery Friday. After that, we are below average, but staying in the upper 60s and throughout the weekend into the start of our next work week. In Walla Walla, a big drop in temps into Friday, and then it's steady into the start of the work week. We're seeing showers Friday, Sunday, and Monday. This is the hottest day today of the week. We are cooling down over the next couple days. Some showers on Friday for all of our regions for the next couple of days, and definitely a chance of thunderstorms on the way for tonight and into some early mornings for the next couple of days. Have a great Wednesday.
The Seattle Kraken scored the first goal in each of their 7 games against the Colorado Avalanche, and last night they tried to make it 8 straight as they traveled to Dallas to take on the Stars. And Dallas' Joe Pavelski would be the one to bring the streak to an end, netting the first of his 4 goals in the first period, and becoming the oldest player in NHL history to score 4 goals in the playoffs. It would be a back-and-forth slugfest between Pavelski and the Kraken, but Seattle's Yanni Gourde would be the one to seal it in overtime. 9 total goals were scored as the Kraken take the first game of the series 5-4. And on the baseball diamond, top Mariners prospect Bryce Miller made his major league debut on the mound for the Mariners. It was a game to remember as the 24-year-old would strike out 10 batters over his 6 innings. But he wouldn't be able to get the run support he needed, becoming the only starter in the modern era to have 10-plus strikeouts and no walks in his debut and still not be the pitcher who gets the win. The Mariners would get it together in the later innings, though, putting up 2 runs in the 8th to edge out the win over Oakland 2-1. In Texas, police are investigating after a stray bullet hit a pitcher during a game. It happened around 5:30 p.m. Sunday at George Dobson Field at Spring Lake Park. Matthew Delaney, who plays for Texas A&M University, was in the bullpen area when he was struck by the stray bullet. Authorities believe it came from some type of altercation in a nearby neighborhood. The pitcher was sent into surgery at a nearby hospital and is in stable condition. The game was declared a no contest. Police issued felony warrants for 2 men in connection with the incident. One has turned himself in. Police are still searching for the other person. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, the United States Surgeon General has issued a warning on the medical dangers of loneliness.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
At Vapiano, we invite you to slow down, enjoy the journey. Make a reservation today. Taste wine where it's created. Sample a variety of wines from Sauvignon Blanc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, and make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estates, Walla Walla.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's the Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's the Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's the Educated Cigar in Richland.
Looking to unwind after a long day? Come to Proof, where we serve up delicious food and a lively atmosphere. From craft beers to gourmet burgers, we have something for everyone. Join us at one of our 2 locations, Pasco or Kennewick. Proof, a gastropub experience.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
The U.S. Surgeon General says loneliness is a public health epidemic that he says is potentially as deadly as smoking. Declaring a public health epidemic doesn't free up funding or start any new programs. The Surgeon General says he's hoping the declaration will raise awareness and get people thinking about how to be more social. That could include everything from individuals getting off social media and joining community groups instead, businesses rethinking remote work policies, and even doctors learning how to recognize health risks of being lonely. Drug overdose deaths in the U.S. rose to record levels during the COVID-19 pandemic. That's according to a new report released Wednesday from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. It details the deadly rise of fentanyl connected to drug overdose deaths across the country. Researchers took a closer look at the specific drugs on the death certificates of people who died of overdoses. The report found that fentanyl is significantly more likely to be involved in a deadly overdose than other common drugs. Nearly 70,000 people in the U.S. died of drug overdoses that involved fentanyl in 2021. That's almost a 4-fold increase over 5 years. It was the most common drug involved in fatal overdoses across age groups, race and ethnicity groups, and genders in 2021. Coming up, after a 4-day manhunt, the Texas man suspected of opening fire in his neighbor's house has been arrested.
We have some of the most scenic bicycle pathways in the region. Remember to be careful and that all the rules of the road apply to bicyclists. So stay on the right, obey all traffic signs, and watch out for the other guy.
Oh my gosh, Chris Bryant, Freddie Freeman, hustling in for the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu? Oh, 5 iconic flavors here for a limited time, like new peanut butter puppy chow.
Wow.
And s'mores is back.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow is right.
Hey guys.
Wow. The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. Hustle in before it's gone.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
It's the Great Northwest RV Show. This Wednesday through Sunday only at the Hapo Center. Save big with special show pricing on motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and more. All of your favorite brands under one roof. Tiffin, Newmar, Rockwood, Grand Design, and more. Hundreds of new and used RVs to choose from. Get ready for spring adventures now. Don't miss the Great Northwest RV Show Wednesday through Sunday at the Hapo Center on Burton Boulevard.
Situated in the heart of Washington wine country, the Prosser House by John Gray is a place you won't want to miss. John's international culinary training brings amazing cuisine to the table. Treat yourself and someone special to a meal you won't soon forget. We'll see you at the Prosser House.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
It's NBA playoffs time.
The NBA playoffs on ABC Cap KView, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Statistics show every 20 minutes an accident happens. It's not a pleasant thought, but sometimes watching out for the other guy is not good enough. If you've been injured in an accident, call Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Cap KView.
The man believed to be responsible for opening fire in his neighbor's house and killing 5 people has been arrested. And a concerning scene in Oklahoma after 7 bodies were discovered on the property of a convicted sex offender.
Your First Alert forecast right now.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And Riley, we've been talking about it all morning, but this really is going to be a beautiful day.
It really is going to be a beautiful day. I mean, mid to upper 80s for our areas. It's just going to be beautiful. If we take a look at our sky cam right now, it's a beautiful cloudless morning in Toppenish right now. And it's going to stay that way for all of our areas. It is also the hottest day of the week. We're cooling down into our weekend, and we've got some light overnight showers that are on the way. If we take a look at our radar and satellite, we're seeing that the cloud coverage is making its way out of our areas this morning for a beautiful rest of our day. If we take a look at our temperatures for right now, it is heating up just a little bit, lower 50s, upper 40s for our areas, but don't worry, it is going to get quite warm for the rest of our day. Lots and lots of sun out right now. 84 degrees for the Yakima area. In the Tri-Cities, we're going to see 88 degrees. And in Walla Walla, 85 degrees. A beautiful day today, cooling down for the rest of our week. We'll have a look at your full forecast coming up. Jill, back to you.
The man accused of a fatal shooting rampage that killed 5 people in Texas is scheduled to appear in front of a San Jacinto County magistrate Wednesday, according to a law enforcement source involved with the investigation. This comes after the suspect had been at large for 4 days, raising fears among residents in the area. John Lawrence reports.
Tension has been hovering over Cleveland, Texas like fog since Friday.
It's been very scary, no sleep.
But on Tuesday night, the manhunt for Francisco Oropeza ended after he was arrested and charged with 5 counts of murder. Authorities say Oropeza was uninjured and taken into custody without incident.
Everybody played a very, very integral part in the arrest and capture of this coward, and he has been magistrated. He now will be taken to my jail and where his new residence will be.
Authorities say the 38-year-old was found in a house in Cut and Shoot, Texas, just under 20 miles away from the crime scene.
The tip for the suspect's location came in through the FBI's tip line, and we just want to thank the person who had the courage and bravery to call in the suspect's location.
Oropeza is accused of fatally shooting 5 people, including a 9-year-old boy and his mother. Officials say the gunfire began shortly after neighbors had asked Oropeza to stop shooting his rifle in front of his house.
First and foremost, the victims and their families are in the forefront of our minds, and we're extremely delighted that the suspect was captured.
Authorities say they are now trying to determine if anyone helped Oropeza hide in the days after the shooting. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Oropeza's current immigration status isn't known, and authorities say he entered the U.S. illegally and has been deported 4 times since 2009. The injuries a first-grade teacher suffered when she was shot by a student should be covered by workers' comp, not a lawsuit. That's what the Newport News, Virginia School Board argued in a recent court filing. Abigail Zwerner was shot by a 6-year-old student while she was teaching at Rich Neck Elementary School in January. She filed a $40 million lawsuit against school administrators and the school board. Now the school board has filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit, saying it shouldn't be allowed because Zwerner was injured while doing her job, which is covered by workers' compensation. Zwerner's attorneys issued a statement saying, quote, "Teachers across the district will be alarmed to learn their employer sees this as part of the job description," end quote. The parents of 2 missing girls found dead in Oklahoma are now speaking out. They say their daughters were at a sleepover down the street and they never imagined the danger the girls were facing. They were among 7 bodies later found on that property. Here's ABC's Andrea Fujii.
This morning, we're learning more about the 7 bodies found on this Oklahoma property belonging to a registered sex offender. Among them, police say 2 teenage girls recently reported missing, along with the bodies of 39-year-old convicted rapist Jesse McFadden, his wife, and 3 children.
It hasn't hit me just yet. I still think she's standing right behind me or going to walk down these steps.
Nathan Brewer's 16-year-old daughter Brittany and her friend 14-year-old Ivy Webster were at a sleepover at the McFadden's home. Their families say the girls were friends with the McFadden's teen daughter. When Brittany and Ivy didn't come home, an Amber Alert was issued.
It was so hard because I feel like at that point I knew.
What they say they didn't know was that McFadden had been released from prison in 2020 after serving 17 years of a 20-year sentence for rape.
He never did anything personally where we were like,
So you didn't know his history?
No, we had no idea.
Now the girls' parents are pushing for change.
Any second that I could save to save some other children, to make a change, is what I want to do. And if I can tell Ivy's story and tell our story and get our government officials and everybody to start speaking up loud and keeping these pedophiles in jail.
A woman who testified against McFadden, leading to his conviction in 2003, says he never should have been released from prison.
He had actually held a knife to my throat that night and told me if I told anybody that he would kill me.
McFadden was still entangled with the law. He was due in court Monday, the day the bodies were found, on child porn and other charges.
McFadden's mother-in-law says his family did not know about his criminal history until just a few months ago. As for the 7 bodies found, police are still investigating how each victim died and who is responsible. Riley Fitzgerald joins us now for another look at your morning weather forecast.
Beautiful day today, Jill. Mid to upper 80s. We're seeing a cloudless sky right now in Toppenish, and it's going to be like that for the rest of our day, and some clouds will peek out in the evening. I'll track the conditions for you in just a few minutes.
Plus, the country of Turkey has given a gift to the Mexican rescue team that was sent to aid them in the aftermath of that devastating earthquake in February.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. Watch Thursday at 9 on ABC and Cap KVU, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, providing compassionate, high-quality care for over 75 years.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Bard and Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
What is a leader? Someone who has backbone, resilience, determination to put a stake in the ground and get their hands a little dirty. Arrow Construction Supply has been the Northwest's leading provider of asphalt, concrete, and erosion control industries. From homeowner do-it-yourself to large commercial projects, we have everything for sale or rent to get the job done. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply, leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years.
I was diagnosed when I was 39. I found a lump. Within a week, it had grown so immensely, I could see it in the mirror. It's such a whirlwind when you're diagnosed with cancer. The most important thing in your life is your health. If I could tell a young person who was thinking about their health anything about breast cancer, I would just say be as proactive as possible and get checked.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,500 purchase allowance on an XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Join us at Geisa Stadium on May 17th for the second annual Salute to Seniors. At 12:30, enjoy an all-you-can-eat and drink buffet before catching the Dust Devils action at 1:30. Don't miss out on this fun-filled day celebrating our beloved seniors.
On air, online, and on the go. Cap KVU First Alert Weather is a forecast you can trust.
Scan this code now and get Cap KVU local news, including First Alert Weather on your mobile device. First Alert Weather from Cap KVU local news, helping keep you and your family safe.
Next, E.T.
The word cancer is scary.
The Young and the Restless star Eric Braeden battling cancer.
You never give up.
His emotional first interview and message to fans. Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KVU.
Welcome back. The newest member of Mexico's Canine Search and Rescue Team has arrived, and he is so cute, all the way from Turkey. Turkey sent this adorable puppy as a thank you gift to the Mexican military for all their help during the search and rescue efforts that followed the devastating earthquake on February 6th.
Sadly, one of the Mexican dogs named Proteo had died during his mission in Turkey, and while this little guy who has no name yet could never replace him, he certainly makes a great addition to the team.
The public has been invited to vote on the 3-month-old puppy's name. People will choose between Proteo 2, meaning I protect, Arkadash, meaning friend, or Yardim, meaning help.
Beautiful names.
Cool names, and also beautiful dog.
Beautiful dog, and a very important job that the dog will be doing.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm just so glad that they've got another dog.
Beautiful. I think everyone needs a dog. I will have your First Alert weather forecast. That's coming up. If we take a look outside, a beautiful cloudless day in Toppenish right now, and cloudless across our region. We'll track the conditions for you coming up.
And 2 veterans got a second chance at the Benton County Courthouse yesterday. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
When you get Spectrum One, you get fast, reliable internet for $49.99. I mean, I could stop right there, but I won't because, surprise, you find out you're also getting free advanced Wi-Fi with Security Shield, which makes it an even better deal until another surprise. You find out you're also getting a free line of unlimited mobile with 5G. Amazing! Surprise again, you also get Speed Boost, which makes your Spectrum mobile speeds even faster when you're connected to Wi-Fi. Surprise, it's me. That's a lot of surprises. I should just popped out of that. Point is, with Spectrum One, you're going to be very surprised by all the free stuff you get. Or you would be if I hadn't already just told you. But still, when you get in there, could you act surprised? A little something for the people in the store. Get Spectrum One. Internet for just $49.99, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free line of unlimited mobile. Visit spectrum.com/surprise, a Spectrum store, or call 844-7-SURPRISE today.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's Pizza Party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book, arriving exclusively in members' mailboxes this week. Our 16-page book has store-wide savings in every department. From lawn and garden essentials to patio needs, Bi-Mart has you covered for less. Plus, save on pantry essentials, pet supplies, and more. Save now with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get up to $1,200 back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. Now, Cap KVU First Alert Weather.
Welcome back, everyone, and good morning. A beautiful and clear day is on the way. We're taking a live look outside in Toppenish. Let's get on to our first full forecast. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day. It's definitely the hottest day of the week. We're cooling down into our weekend, and we've got some light overnight showers that are ahead of us for the next couple of days. If we take a look at our futurecast, we'll be able to take a look. It's a very clear day this morning and into our afternoon. Not a whole lot of cloud coverage for today. Into our evening, we start to see that cloud coverage and a little bit of showers that come up in our overnight hours, making their way northwest across our region. Into Thursday morning, we see some more cloud coverage and rain as we get across our day. And into Thursday evening is when we see some more showers that are going to be coming up across our region once again into Friday morning. More cloud coverage, more shower coverage, some just stray showers here and there, possibly even some thunderstorms that are on the way. If we take a look at our temps for today, 84 for Yakima, 81 for Ellensburg, in the Mid-Columbia, upper 80s, and in the Blues, we are seeing mid to lower 80-degree temperatures. If we take a look at our temps for tonight, we are seeing the lower 50s in the Blues, mid 50s in the Mid-Columbia, and the upper 50s in the Yakima Valley. There's a chance of light showers tonight and some thunderstorms possibly on the way. If we take a look at our wind outlook, we're seeing low temps for today and tomorrow. Or for our wind outlook, we're seeing a big jump in our wind for Friday, settling down a little bit, but they're going to stay pretty high for the rest of the work week. If we take a look at our temperature trend, as those winds raise over our Friday, our temps are going to be dropping quite significantly into the end of our work week, staying below average for the next couple of days. Definitely the highest temperatures that we're seeing are happening today. It's a very hot day today. If we take a look at our 7-day forecast, 84 for today, 81 for tomorrow, dropping significantly into Friday. Cool mid 60s for the rest of our week in Yakima. In the Tri-Cities, we are starting up there in the 80s and dropping until we get into a showery Friday. After that, we are below average, but staying in the upper 60s and throughout the weekend into the start of our next work week. In Walla Walla, a big drop in temps into Friday, and then it's steady into the start of the work week. We're seeing showers Friday, Sunday, and Monday. This is the hottest day today of the week. We are cooling down over the next couple days. Some showers on Friday for all of our regions for the next couple of days, and definitely a chance of thunderstorms on the way for tonight and into some early mornings for the next couple of days. Have a great Wednesday.
A very special event took place at the Benton County Courthouse yesterday morning. The Benton County Veterans Therapeutic Court celebrated 2 graduates. Veterans Court is a voluntary program created to provide support to qualifying veterans that are involved in the criminal justice system. Charges are dismissed following completion of the program and graduation. Treatment involves mental health, substance abuse, and medication management, monthly forums, completion of community service, and regular contact with a veteran mentor. One of those mentors, Lee Williams, says the Benton County Veterans Therapeutic Court is one of the rare ones that have a mentor program.
And the mentor kind of walks beside a wingman or a battle buddy to walk beside the veteran and say, before you do something bad, call me and let's talk about it, and walk with the person through that. And the different experiences, say, okay, remember that pride you felt when you raised your right hand and said, I'll support and defend the Constitution. Remember that. That's still in you, and it can still come back out.
Christopher Poland and January Wells completed the long and intensive program Tuesday. The court announced they were the 49th and 50th grads from the program. Eric Andrews, deputy prosecuting attorney with Benton County, was one of the founding members of Veterans Therapeutic Court in the county. He also had a very special day in court. It was his last day, filled with some tears, but mostly laughter.
Sorry, I knew this was going to be tough. You need a hug? Yeah. This is maybe the greatest team ever assembled. I mean, honestly. It doesn't work without all of us together in the room working out solutions for people.
All of this with the goal of regaining stability in a veteran's life while learning skills to ensure they avoid future involvement in the criminal justice system. Congratulations to Christopher and January. I'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an alarming new scam fueled by AI technology.
Because they actually used his voice, made it that much more real.
Lee Hall says his parents received a distress call they thought was their grandson Christian.
He told my father or his grandfather that he was vacationing in Mexico with his friends, got in trouble, scared to death.
The voice so convincing, pleading for help and money, but the person on the other line wasn't their grandson at all.
The story really hit home to my father because it said, Grandpa, this is Christian, and really mimicked his voice. So I think it became very visceral for him. He believed it. Unfortunately for him, it cost him $1,000+.
And the Halls aren't alone. Impersonator scams were the highest reported scams in 2022, and we'll have much more coming up at 7 a.m., plus the expert tips to protect yourself. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
There it is. That feeling you get when you can do more with less asthma. It starts with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Can you picture it? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to Riley's local forecast in a moment, but first a look at this morning's top stories. Legends Casino went into lockdown for several hours yesterday morning while authorities were in a standoff with an armed man nearby. Deputies responded to a call about a man sleeping in a vehicle near the casino with a visible firearm. He reportedly refused to get out and held the gun in his hand. They tried negotiating, having family members talk to him, a YPD canine, and less than lethal munitions before they were able to arrest him. He's now potentially facing firearms and resisting arrest charges and was also wanted for robbery and assault in a carjacking case earlier this week. The Yakima County Sheriff's Office is investigating the county's 16th homicide this year after a young woman's body was found in rural Mabton on Sunday. Detectives say a property owner on Farm Lane discovered the body after following a bad smell on his property and called 911. An autopsy confirmed the victim was a young woman in her late teens or early 20s who died a few days ago of a gunshot wound to the head. Authorities believe her body was dumped at that location and that she was killed elsewhere. But what they don't know is who she is, and that's a big challenge for investigators.
Until you really identify the victim, then you can't really start following up with where were they last seen, who were they last with, you know what I mean? All those kind of things. So right now the focus is really to get the identification and confirm that.
They're trying to identify her using fingerprints and dental records. If that doesn't work, they can try using DNA, but it often takes a long time to find a match. 23 women rescued from sex trafficking across Washington thanks to a local investigation. Yesterday, Richland police served a search warrant at the Eastern Silk Spa Massage Parlor on G-Way. Detectives had been investigating reports of possible prostitution at the location, and recently they linked it to a large-scale investigation out of King County involving sex trafficking and money laundering. Two main suspects were arrested in Bellevue and Burien, Washington. RPD says out of those 23 victims, 3 were located at the Richland business. King County will be coordinating the ongoing investigation. Thousands of dollars are owed to Franklin County after the auditor's office recently discovered county commissioners were given unconstitutional payments. Franklin County Auditor Matt Beaton says in 2016, Commissioners Brad Peck, Bob Koch, and Rick Miller approved salary increases that weren't legally reviewed. So where did the money come from? Well, employees of the county can opt out of health benefits and instead receive added cash to their salary. But the ordinance was voted on after the 2016 election, which goes against the Washington Constitution.
It really is important that we not be so close to the line. And in 2016, clearly there was an error, and we have a responsibility to recover that money.
Beaton says this is being treated as a loss, not fraud. The matter has been passed on to the Washington State Auditor's Office as well as Franklin County Prosecutor. Today, Governor Inslee will be visiting the Tri-Cities, signing a series of new state laws. The governor is scheduled to start his visit talking about clean energy and signing more than a half dozen new laws that will impact the industry. This afternoon, he'll be at the new Criminal Justice Training Center that's opening up in Pasco. And there, Governor Inslee is expected to sign a new law loosening the restrictions on when police officers can begin a car chase. We'll have complete coverage for you tonight on Cap KVUE Local News at 5 and 6. Washington Governor Jay Inslee has called the legislature into a special session. The reason? He wants lawmakers to focus on passing a new drug possession law. That's one of the items that did not make it out of the legislative session, which ended April 23rd. The special session begins May 16th. Typically, they run for 30 days, but the governor says it could wrap earlier if lawmakers can come to an agreement.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing midweek. We're taking a live look outside in Toppenish right now. Beautiful clear skies so far in our day. Hottest day of the week today. We're cooling down into our weekends and we're looking at some light overnight showers. If we take a look at our futurecast, we're going to see those showers that are making their way later in tonight. But right here, just a clear day into our evening, and that's when those showers start to pop up midnight across our areas and out through this evening. Tomorrow morning, we're going to see some more cloud coverage and some more very scattered showers throughout our region into tomorrow night, making their way into very slowly across our areas into Friday morning. Lots of cloud coverage for our Friday and some more rain coming on Friday as well. Our temperatures today, 84 for Yakima, 81 for Ellensburg, In the Mid-Columbia, we are seeing upper 80s, and in the Blues, we are seeing mid to lower 80s. A beautiful day today, hottest of the week, and we are going to be cooling down into the rest of our week. Beautiful day ahead of us. Jill, back to you.
Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next. Cap KVUE Local News is back tonight at 5, and you can always find the latest updates on our website, yaktrynews.com. Have a great morning.